All right, let me see if I can do this right. Y'all bear with me. I got to do a dad thing here real quick, and then we'll talk to Matt Barrows. Matt Barrows of The Athletic will join us in moments. I bet you my wife doesn't sound like a little kid when she answers the phone.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey, how are you doing?
Great.
She did sound like a little kid.
Hey, guess what? Both of your
Chicken butt?
both of your children are over a decade old.
Gross.
Yeah. How's that feel?
Makes me feel old.
Yep.
Time to trade me in.
What'd you say?
Oh, congrats.
Time to trade me in.
Time to trade me in. Okay.
What do you think I
I
said?
can't say that on the air, but I completely heard something different. Well, as the father of at least one of those children, let me just say congratulations.
Yeah, is Grant going to call later?
Grant was just on the phone. We had him
Oh,
on.
did he say happy birthday?
You know what? I didn't even bring it up. It's a sore subject for him because he knows he's way behind on child support.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you haven't been doing a good job collecting that.
Yeah, well, I have you.
Yeah. All right, so one kid is at school who had her birthday on the 5th. I got to get Matt Barrows on here. Can I talk to number one son?
Yes,
All
Mason.
right. Sure, he'll be very excited.
It's Daddy.
Watch how excited he sounds.
Hi, Daddy.
Hey, buddy, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Can I have a question for you, okay?
Yeah.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Mason.
Mason who?
Mason's 10 years old.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I mean, obviously.
Obviously. Yeah? Aren't you excited?
Yeah. I'm excited.
Yeah. Are you gonna do anything at school today for your birthday? Are you bringing anything?
I don't know.
You don't know? What about?
Yeah, I don't know.
I thought you were gonna have cupcakes or something.
Well, I think I still don't know.
Okay. All right. I'm very happy that you made it to 10. Here's to another 90.
Yeah.
Okay. You sound really excited, dude.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah. What have you decided where you want to eat tonight?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it Fire Wings?
No.
Okay.
It's I don't know, some Mexican place.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll have a talk a little bit later about how Fire Wings helps buy you things, okay? But that being said, I love you very much.
I love you too.
I'm very proud of you. You want to come in and hang out with me soon?
Do I want to what?
You want to come in and hang out with me soon?
Yeah.
Okay, pop quiz. Who was the second pick of the draft last year?
Second person in the draft that was Lonzo Ball.
Who was first?
That was Markel Fultz.
Fultz. Who was third?
Fultz. Third was...
Did I get you? Mason? Mason? Why can't I hear Mason anymore? Can you hear him?
He gone.
Is he gone?
Yeah.
He hung up. All right. He used to have the whole first round memorized.
Who was the third pick?
Click. Let's get Matt Barrows on. Love you, buddy. Hi, Mitch.
Hey, guys.
Hi.
Thanks for taking my call.
You're welcome.
Well, first, I like the Kings. It's nice to have a problem. I see they're going small. That's the thing, small with the three guards. I like their front court, though. I want to see guys get get more playing time, rotate with Callie and Bagley, Willie Stein. Mm-hmm. And one more thing, your neighbor up down the coast there, he had a chance. I'm talking about Clay Thompson.
Yeah.
Why just playing 27 minutes? I like to see records broken.
Well,
Chamberlain threw 100 when there was no three-point line, by the way, right?
Yeah.
Why didn't they just play 45 minutes? Go for the record. How often does it happen?
Hey, Mitch, in what was it, 24, 27 minutes? Guy had 11 missed shots, 2 turnovers. He didn't have one assist He's obviously hurting the team. They had to take him off the floor.
Come on, you let him there, you break the record. I like to see one more thing. I like to see two guys score 50. They might have to fight over the ball, but I'd love to see it.
Two guys on the same team, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, they could have three. I think they've got. I think they're the. I saw this morning. The Dumb Warriors are the quickest team in NBA history to have three different teammates score over 40 points. So, yeah, all right, good job, Warriors. You're awesome. You're great. You're a really good team.
I'm wondering if Clay's performance is going to tear that team apart. 0 assists.
0 assists, 11
Not a
missed
team
shots,
player.
2 turnovers. Joining us right now, a man who does nothing but assist this program and people's brains with super awesome 49er knowledge, the one, the only Matthew Barrows of The Athletic. Hello, Matt.
Oh, hey, guys, what's going on? See any bad football recently?
Oh, dear. Listen, first off, I want to apologize. We were late in getting to you, and we value your time. My son turned 10 today, and I did one of those call my son, and it annoys everybody, but I do it because I do it. And
no, double digits? That's a big birthday.
Let me tell you, daughter's 11, son is 10. As I greeted his mother, she's now the mom of 2 decade-plus-old children. I'm pretty much an ATM machine / taxi now, Matt.
Oh, I think it gets worse from here on out, buddy. Like maybe in another decade, and you're paying for 2 kids in college. Don't you know you're supposed to space them 4 years apart so you never have that double billing for college?
Listen, I tried, but I'm dealing with 2 things here. Number 1, apparently I married Fertile Myrtle. Number 2,
you're so attractive. I mean, how can any woman resist
how
you?
could she resist me? And I know that anybody who's ever had multiple kids before knows after you have the one kid, they all know about the calendar with the red X's on it, counting down the weeks. And apparently my count was off. There you go. And then once again, second kid in a year. But hey, it's draining on the bank account, but it's filling in the heart, Matt.
That's true. That's true. What you lose in the bank account, you make up for in the heart.
Well, my heart was empty. Good transition. My heart was empty on Sunday after that. Boy, sometimes, Matt, games don't live up to their hype. And I think especially for the first 3 quarters, this game lived up to everything we thought it would be between 2 teams that are technically professional football teams.
Yeah, punter's duel. But that's been the MO of the 49ers. With the exception of the Rams game where they just got absolutely blown out, they tend to play to the caliber of their opponent. And the Cardinals are a bad opponent. No 2 ways about it. I still think that they're the worst team in the NFL, even though they've now swept the 49ers. But yeah, and at the end, Josh Rosen got hot, and he had a couple of weapons in Larry Fitzgerald and his rookie receiver Christian Kirk, who did big damage to the 49ers in the first meeting and who caught the game winner on Sunday. The 49ers had nobody to kind of step up and like I wrote about in the game story, offer a counterpunch. I mean, where are the guys who step forward at the end of games and get you some W's when it's crunch time, when the game is vacillating between one team and the other. The 49ers just don't have that guy on the field right now, and it's pretty pathetic to watch because you know what's going to happen at the end.
So that's kind of, Matt, that was kind of my question was they've lost, if you take out the Rams game, their other 6 losses are by like an average of 6.2 points. They have all these turnovers, but then against the Cardinals, a bad team, they win the turnover battle, and they still couldn't find a way to win. Did we learn on Sunday that this is just a wholly untalented team?
Yeah, absolutely. And no, they didn't have any turnovers, but they also had a comically bad play at the very end with a botched shotgun snap that goes over the guy's head. And, I'm not criticizing, Eric Magnuson, who was the center on that play, but it's just indicative of the 49ers. I mean, they find ways to lose games. Instead of the big play, they have the hilariously bad play if you're not a 49ers fan. And that's been the case so far. I mean, they even with their win that was nearly a loss with a Jimmy Garoppolo interception in the fourth quarter that got called back because of a penalty. So they just find new and punishing ways to inflict damage on themselves, especially at the end of games.
Matt Barrows joining us right now from The Athletic right here on The Drive, as he does each and every Tuesday at 8:05. Matt, obviously I'm biased. A Florida State kid was in the draft, in Derwin James. He's been doing amazing things, and I was screaming and yelling for the Niners to draft him, and he certainly would have been an amazing fit for San Francisco. But I got to say, watching Mike McGlinchey just block his guy literally off the field and looking at his grades, I think I saw on the run he's the number 2 lineman in the league. You certainly can't go at John Lynch for taking that pick.
No, and it's sort of indicative of where this team sees itself. I mean, lots of criticism about this season, and justifiably so, and the guys that they picked, but they still see themselves as a rebuilding squad, and they're hitting the sort of foundational pieces. In your first year, you use your top pick on a defensive lineman that you think is going to be very stable. Maybe not a superstar, but sort of a building block type player. And they did that the second year with McGlinchey at right tackle. He's also a guy that, further into his career likely will move to left tackle. So they're taking care of these big piece issues, and you certainly can criticize how those guys have played at times, but that's the mentality that the team is in. They're not in bells and whistles yet, and you're seeing that. I mean, it's exactly what we were talking about to begin the game. There's no bells and whistle edge guy, wide receiver, sack master, cornerback, etc., that is going to win you a game with a big play at the end of the game. It's just been foundational type pieces to this point. That has to be coming, however, and everybody is expecting 2019, both the free agency period and the draft, to be the period where you bring in those guys, those closers that Kyle Shanahan was talking about yesterday, that hopefully when the game is on the line, like it's been these last 2 years, it's your side that's coming away with a win.
Trade deadline coming up in just a few hours. Pierre Garçon and Jimmy Ward are two kind of popular names for the 49ers to possibly trade. Is there anybody else you think could potentially be on the block?
I think that Eric Armstead has been discussed, but I don't think either he or Ward is going to get moved. I mean, there's too much of a injury history with both of those guys, and Ward is going to be an unrestricted free agent in March, and you rarely see that happen. I mean, why would a team give up a draft pick or two to get a guy that they can get for free in March? The one guy that intrigues me is Joshua Garnett, who's still got 2 years left on his rookie deal, so he's affordable. And it would be sort of a situation like with the 49ers and Laken Tomlinson last year, a former first-round pick at offensive line that maybe a new team brings him in, and all of a sudden with a fresh sheet, he's a lot better. And that's been the case with Tomlinson, and Garnett would be in the same boat. But I don't think that they would get much at all for him. But if he's not part of their future plans, why not trade him for, say, a fifth-round pick?
We've seen Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch be pretty aggressive. Do you think they go and try and acquire a player, or do you think any moves they make will be to try and build up some draft capital?
Yeah, they only have 5 picks in the upcoming draft, and like I said, we're still very much in rebuilding mode. So I would imagine that just, philosophy-wise, they want to bring in draft picks instead of give them away at this point. And they've done that a couple of times already. Sean Coleman for a 7th-rounder, et cetera, et cetera. So you never say never, but like I said, I feel like they are guys that want to bring in the draft capital instead of give it away at this point.
Matt Barrows of The Athletic with us. Matt, as we finish up, I want to say in advance that this is a stupid question, You'll understand why. It's not my normal stupid question. There's a reason behind it. And, of course, I would never want to put you in a position where you would have to speak ill of any colleague. But I can't have you on being a Niners expert without simply asking you, is Kyle Shanahan, according to some, despite what they might say, is Kyle Shanahan on the hot seat?
No, he's not on the hot seat because he's got a 6-year deal. But I do think that and I wrote about this in the mailbag that appeared yesterday, that not being on the hot seat sort of kind of creates a comfort level that a team with the record that the 49ers have shouldn't really have. Like there's no edge to this team right now, and I think that's partly because there is no hot seat, and that's because he's got this really unique 6-year deal. So I think there is some justifiable criticism, and the criticism is that the way that this contract is structured, it gives everybody sort of a comfy, cozy, everything's going to be okay feeling, when really there should be some sort of like I said, edginess to this team right now. There should be pressure and intensity to win, and really, I don't get that. You see it in some players. Most seem very contented at this point, and boy, if you're a fan paying a lot of money to watch these games, that's not what you want to see.
Next couple of assignments for the 49ers. I mean, what a stretch for these guys as they go Cardinals, Raiders, Giants. It's not like the Buccaneers are killing it, but we'll focus on what may be the final battle of the Bay this Thursday, a game that was once looked at as a must-watch game. Wow, have the mighty fallen. Am I wrong for thinking that the Raiders are actually a pretty decently better team than the Niners at this point?
Yeah, I don't think you are, especially, and we'll have to see how this plays out for the rest of the week, but, the 49ers weren't just bad against the Cardinals. They got beat up against the Cardinals, and they could be missing some fairly key pieces. So even the quarterback seems to be hurt at this point. So they're going to go into that game banged up and missing some defensive starters, I think, and that gives gives the Raiders, who probably already had an edge in talent, despite what they've given away over the last months, an even bigger edge. So that'll be interesting. And we're going to be witnessing history on Thursday. Never before have two teams with as bad a combined record as the 49ers and Raiders ever appeared on national television. So it's very unique. I think I hope everybody realizes what we're going to be seeing on Thursday.
Well, you can read Matt Barrows at The Athletic, theathletic.com. Just go right to the Niners page. It's great about The Athletic. They allow you to customize all your feeds. It's a super clean look. And Matt's got articles ranging from his world-famous mailbag that he mentioned, 5 observations on, that wonderful 49er team, plus the phenomenal team Matt's got with him covering the Niners. It really is fantastic coverage, and I know they've got a subscription deal offer going constantly. I highly, highly suggest that you check it out. And remember, always hit the smiley button at the end of Matt's articles. Matty, I appreciate you, buddy.
Dave, happy birthday to your son.
I will pass that along. Thank you, and we will talk to you next Tuesday.
All right, sounds good.
All right,
talk to you then.
Take care. That's Matt Barrows. Yeah, it's bad football. What do you want? Well, you probably want good football, but you're not going to get that this year out of the 49ers. And as much as I want to see the Niners beat the Raiders, because I just don't want to hear it, at the same time, I can fully understand a neutral observer rooting for the Raiders in this scenario, since they are the ones leaving. They're the ones off to Vegas. They want to get one final win over their big brother from the other side. Well, the south side, I guess, of the Bay. We'll take a break. When we come back, final half hour of the program is going to be packed. We've been talking about the Kings and Miami the entire show. The Kings being 4-3. We're going to get an update, we think, on De'Aaron Fox in about 5 minutes. We'll share that for you, or with you, I should say, when we come back, and we'll look ahead to the Orlando game tonight.
We're going to have a giveaway when we come back, too.
We're going to have a giveaway?
Yeah, we got some Jimmy Buffett tickets for you. He is at the Golden One Center on March 16th. Get more info at khdk.com. All KHTK giveaways are powered by RoseVilleAutomall.com.
All that coming up next, right after this word from Fire Wings on Sports 1140 KHTK.
Hey, it's Kyle Madson with your top stories on Sports 1140. The Kings won their fourth in their last 5 games last night with a 123-113 victory over the Heat in Miami. Willie Cauley-Stein had a team-high 26 points and 13 rebounds for his third consecutive double-double. Buddy Hield was good as well with 23 points, 8 boards, and 5 assists. He was 4 of 6 from beyond the arc. The Kings are right back at it tonight in Orlando against the Magic. Our coverage on Sports 1140 begins with game night at 2:30. Kings Live is at 3:30, and tip-off is set for 4 o'clock. Those are your top stories. And now back to the drive on Sports 1140 KHTK.
Here we go. The drive continues now.
Welcome back to the drive. Grab this one. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you, my friend?
I'm good. Oh, hold on. Kyle did not tell me who this is. Who am I?
Are we on the air right now?
We're on the air.
Oh, my goodness. You're such a stud. This is Dave Joerger.
All I needed to hear was stud. There. What's up, Coach?
I just wanted to call and check in and see how you're doing. We hadn't had a chance to get together yet this year, so I kind of thought I'd surprise you. You know, I'm 3 hours ahead. It's like, 11-something out here, so we're rocking and rolling.
I love it, man. This is the best. Seriously, we had Grant on at 7:30. We're just itching to get anything Kings. You guys are it's funny. I'm flustered because I'm talking to the coach here, and I've always been very honest with you. And I'm just going to put it out there. I don't know what to do, Coach. You know how big of a fan I am, and you know how big of a fan I am of yours. And I see what these guys are doing. It surprises me. I didn't think they were going to be anywhere near to this so far, but at the same time, I want to be careful. It's so early that it's just so tough for me to go, full force in. How do you deal with expectations and keeping them realistic?
Yeah, guys are, we're having fun. The guys like each other. They're playing for each other, and we're playing in a community that, is all about the Kings, and we love and feel the love and the passion. And so to be above 500 for the first time, it's not, in the first 2 games of the year, for 12 some years now, we're excited. And I know, a lot of people predict us to be 1-6 or 2-5. We had a pretty tough schedule, to be honest with you, to start. And we've kind of upset some people, but at the same time, we're kind of making our mark in the league. And I think what we've talked about is still true. Be on the journey and enjoy watching these guys make some mistakes, upset some teams, because down the line here in a little while, we've got some pieces, some guys that can really play, and it's going to be fun, and the success will be there. It's just going to take a little time.
Kings coach Dave Joerger with a pleasant surprise this morning right here on KHTK out in Orlando. Kings, of course, take on the Magic tonight. Gosh, looking for their 4th win in a row. Coach, I said last night, and it's good to talk to the horse's mouth here, I said it looks like in the second quarter that one of your strategies, maybe not just last night but all year, was just try to run these guys off the floor. You saw an accelerated scoring pace, 17 or 19 in the first, and then all the way up to 40-plus in the third, in the back or maybe even in the front of your mind. Is that something? You got young horses, and you're just going to try to test everyone's conditioning on the opposing team?
A little bit, yeah. It's and it'll start getting scouted, and things are going to. Now you start making adjustments, and teams start scouting you and what things are. Like the last 2 games, everybody's sitting on Marvin Bagley's right hand. You know what I mean? Just like it just things go around, and people try to figure you out and stuff. But which I think you love, Dave, is that when you listen to the other teams talk after they play us, you listen to the other team's coach. Like, holy cows, these guys, they're playing at a pace that is really, really fast, and we weren't ready for that. Or my hat's off to them. They just kept running, because it takes a little bit of a willpower to continue to run sometimes when you gave up 3 scores in a row. Get it out. Let's go, and to have that kind of spirit. So we're getting a lot of compliments. We've got a long ways to go. We know that. We're going to be bumps in the road and all of those kinds of things, but we're having fun right now.
How's your point guard? How's he feeling? I saw him grabbing the side last night. He's a little banged up this morning, I would imagine.
Yeah, he's a little sore. We'll see. If he can go tonight. Hoping he will. This is not an easy back-to-back. Got in late. They've been sitting here waiting, hadn't played since Saturday. We're going to need some juice from our other group. Maybe see Troy Williams a little bit tonight, and some of our second unit guys go play really well. But they're long and they'll be ready to play tonight. And I don't want to get in a situation where let's go win them all, because you won the first, you got a chance to win them all, right? So
right.
Let's have that mindset instead of, I think sometimes older teams, you always think, well, if we just go 500 on the road, so you bail it in one night after you get a win. Let's not do that. And our guys are so young, they don't know, so it's great. Let's go get them all.
I'm with you, man. Are you kidding me? I'm absolutely get all of them. Screw it. I said earlier today, Coach, and I've often talked about your rotations and understanding how difficult the job is for you with as you said earlier, serving so many masters, having so many kids that need time, and your vets as well. I like what you did with Harry yesterday. It looked like the game was a little overwhelming for him early, especially on the defensive end. A lot of vets really picking on him and getting those chippy fouls. And I don't know if I'm getting too far into your head, but it seemed like, hey, let's go on the road and kid, watch a couple games, kid, and calm down a little bit, because he certainly got all the talent in the world to get out there. I just wonder if maybe the game overwhelmed him at first.
Yeah, I mean, the situation where Belicio is playing pretty well.
Sure.
Marvin Bagley's playing pretty well. Willie's playing pretty well.
Yep.
So to play four bigs is very difficult in a league that's playing small. We're playing sometimes only three. And to put Costa in there, because Costa will help Marvin Bagley. He will help him defensively. He will get him more solid. And when you play all young guys together, they don't really have anybody and I don't mean an anchor like a throw the ball to kind of anchor. I just mean a settling, hey, I got the coverages. Let me help you right here. I got your back. You do this. I'll take care of this. And you can get comfortable, and then you can work on your own game. Sometimes games going very fast. Marvin Bagley is a big-time priority for us. And I think he has proven that he is, to me, a big-time talent. And so I want to make sure that we foster his growth as a priority.
What a great, what a turn of events so far here. What the problems that you've had to deal with over your Kings tenure have been mostly rough, bad problems, and now your problems are, we have all this talent, we have all this youth, and then we've got Bogdan Bogdanovic, who was arguably your best player last year, coming back into the fold. He says December 7th, who knows? I know they're good problems to have, Coach, but are sometimes the good problems as, if not more challenging than the bad problems?
Yeah, I mean, we're just young.
Right.
We're young, and so we just try to temper our own expectations and go out and compete and keep the mindset of, how can we get better every day, and how can we put in our work and see the fruits of that, in X number of years or X number of months, whatever that may be. But right now, we're kind of surprising some people.
Yep.
And that's kind of fun. And where people have our players ranked in the league as far as talent and stuff, we're young. It's hard to say, and let's just see how it comes out. But enjoy watching it as these guys grow. I think that's kind of the fun of it.
All right, well then, wrapping up, because this made the last half hour better than it ever could have been with Coach Dave Joerger surprising us from Orlando. I'll ask you one. We're doing all positives here. I'll ask you one thing that I imagine was kind of burning the hair off the back of your neck. Your reputation. There are a number of things about your reputation around the league. One of them is you're one of the, if not the best, dead ball coaches in the league, and we saw that personally when Ryan Hollins tipped that ball, and you guys stole a win from us when you were over in Memphis. That being said, the last couple games, and last night I saw that off the timeout, the inbounds pass. I know there have been some struggles getting the ball in during dead balls. Is that, again, is that just youth and communication and something that just comes with time?
I think it's an older guy deal. I mean,
Yeah.
You have guys that have been in the league and will call a timeout, or it's just a guy who's been in the league for 8 or 9 years taking the ball out, or don't get flustered or frantic in certain situations. And so, that's a player thing and just takes time.
How's your cribbage game?
Good, not great. Good, not great. I don't like getting second guessed by the computer when it gives you the stats after the game. You know what I mean?
Can you get anybody to play with you on the plan? Are there any other cribbage guys on the staff on the team?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All right. What are you going to do in Orlando today? Just write up plays and do coachy stuff.
Yeah, right. We're going to sleep for 3 hours and go get this game and every ounce of energy we have, and then back to backs. You just go, oh. And tomorrow comes, you take the day off, and I'll be in Atlanta.
Dude, you're a good guy, and you know this, that I think the world of you. You've had some speed bumps thrown at you since you signed on, and you've never wavered. And who knows what the future holds? Who knows how this team's going to finish? But I'll take a page out of your book, game at a time. And as of right now, they're above 500. Nobody really thought they'd be there, and I hope you're having fun, Coach, because it certainly looks like it.
We're going to stay positive, and we're going to keep getting better. That's what we're going to work on. So, thanks for having me on, my friend.
Brother, thank you. Say hi to my boy Jason March from Florida State, and we'll be watching you on the television tonight.
All right, have a good one. Bye.
All right, dude, take care. That's Coach Joerger. That's Coach Joerger. I'm laughing because I imagine Coach is like, this is awesome, but like, one game at a time.
Oh, for sure.
Please, one game at a time. Like he's
I think that's every coach
right now. He did not want to overgloss the positives at all, and I don't blame him one bit.
He sounded like he was having fun, just like talking now versus any other time we've had him on the show.
Well, and
which is great. Enjoy it.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, obviously, him calling in surprised. I mean, really, that's not a bit. I had no freaking. I didn't know what you were doing.
The phone rang at the break, and I was like, "Hello," and
I didn't reckon.
Like, hey, this is the Kings. Does Dave want to talk to Coach Joerger? I was like, "Yeah, he wants to. Yeah, we're at a break. Give me a minute."
Hi, this is the Kings. It's just like an entity. Hi, Kings here. Yeah, of course. I didn't know it was his voice. Studs his catchphrase, so I didn't know that. I thought you were pulling a joke on me or something. That just goes to show he's in a good mood right now.
Is that why you were like, yeah, let's just get to this call?
Yeah, because you said take line 6, and usually line 6 is something.
Right.
But I had no clue there, so that's good, man. Good on him. And we appreciate Dave Joerger calling in on the Fire Wings hotline. 21 different flavors to choose from. Firewings.com. Just wing it. Of course, not on the rundown that I wrote up last night. So apologies to everybody. We were going to preview Kings versus Orlando tonight. I guess Coach had to call in, so
and
we're not
help preview Kings versus Orlando.
Not doing that, I guess.
Hey, we're giving away, before we go to break here, we're giving away a pair of tickets to see Jimmy Buffett and the Coral Reef Band at the Golden One Center on March 16th. Get more info at khtk.com. All KHTK giveaways, that's right, every single one of them is powered by RosevilleAutomall.com. Third caller right now will go to Margaritaville.
You want to do Nostradamus?
Yeah, I've got them all cut up.
All right, what's on tap? Nostradamus next, right here on Sports 1140. Nostradamus, excuse me, KHTK. All right. Hey, hi. Turn on the microphone there. Hi. Let's see. Our thanks to Coach Dave Joerger for surprising us from Orlando. That was a very nice surprise. You can hear that on the KHTK app and or the website, as Kyle always gets everything up in short order. So thanks again to him. NBA tonight. Kings look to win. They're fourth in a row. Hey, Orlando's favored by 4.5. What's up with that?
Give me the Kings and the points, Dave.
Yeah? Going to be a very interesting matchup tonight. Nikola Vucevic versus Willie Cauley-Stein, and we will keep you updated. The only news we have, we were hoping to hear an update officially from the Kings sometime around now, and obviously you can follow all our Twitter feeds, Damian and Jason. I'm sure there will be an update by the time they roll on at noon, and we've got a few minutes left. If something comes through, we'll let you know. But the coach himself I did ask him about De'Aaron Fox, and he said he's a little banged up. He's hoping to go tonight. My guess, underlining guess, and in capital letters, my guess is that it will be some sort of strained whatever in his side, and will be a game time decision. So my guess is we won't know until shortly before tonight's matchup versus Orlando whether or not De'Aaron Fox will go. If he doesn't, I would expect either Frank Mason or perhaps Yogi Ferrell, probably. Actually, now that I think about it, Yogi Ferrell to start in Fox's place.
This is a 4 games and 5 night stretch, right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if they find something like very minor with Fox and they rest him today so he gets that extra day.
I'm with you. And I'll tell you, had Coach not been on with us, and if you ask me right now, if I had to bet, I'm like 51-49 that he wouldn't play, because I'm completely with you on that. But the only reason I'm so close is hearing Coach say, we want to go out and get them all. We don't want to go 50. We want to get all of them. And the part of me goes, they're just they're.
Well, it depends on the injury. If he's going to hurt it worse, or if it's pain tolerance.
Of course.
Right, let's do this.
Do what?
Nostradamus?
You want to do Nostradamus?
Yeah.
All right, let's do Nostradamus. First game was, I forget, Niners or Raiders?
Niners.
Let's go with the Niners. I believe I started. We will start out, Kyle. 49ers at the Arizona Cardinals. 49ers are a road favorite in this one. I don't buy it.
Yeah, favored by like a point.
Yeah.
I think it opened at a pick 'em, so that just means money's coming in on the Niners.
1.5. I don't buy it. 21-17, the Cardinals win. How about let's put David Johnson in the end zone, give Larry Fitzgerald another one, and some random guy another one as well. But I'm going to go 21-14 Cardinals on this one. 21-14, final score 18-15. So I get good points.
Yeah, you got good point. Larry Fitz got in the end zone.
Fitzgerald got in the end zone. David Johnson did not.
I'm giving you an A on that. That's a really good prediction.
I would think so. I'm pretty close on the final score. Nailed Larry Fitzgerald on the touchdown. And then I even said one random guy, Christian Kirk, was the other touchdown for the Cardinals. What did you say the grade was that you're giving?
I give you an A.
You know what? I'm going to agree with you on that.
Yeah.
I will take that A. Here's Kyle Madson.
I actually have the Niners ending their losing streak because they so outplayed the Cardinals last time. Just the turnovers killed them. I think they cleaned those up at least a little bit, enough to win. I think the 49ers beat the Cardinals 23-20. Give me a Raheem Mostert touchdown.
Okay.
They did clean up the turnovers.
They did. They cleaned up the turnovers. Raheem Mostert almost had a touchdown. He had 18 yards, so maybe he didn't. What did you say it was, 23-20?
Yeah, I think so.
You got the margin of victory was 3 points.
I'm giving myself an F. A swing and miss. That's a swing and a miss. That's fine. It's not the end of the world.
God, an F is really, really F's like you got nothing.
I predicted a Raheem Mostert touchdown. He got 19 yards on 2 carries.
Yeah.
And I predicted the 49ers would win, and they did not. I mean, that's an F to me. I got nothing.
Even
right.
if you predicted that it would be close, you got the right margin of victory.
No.
Okay, all right.
It's
you know what?
Giant swing and a miss.
You are your best. You're your best grader, Kyle. All right. So Raiders here. This is another difficult game. The 2-5 Colts and the 1-5 Raiders. That is in Oakland. It's been a very tumultuous week for Oakland in the locker room, with the Derek Carr stuff, the Amari Cooper trade. Indianapolis favored by 3. Kyle, I'm really tempted to take the Raiders here in one of those nobody believes in us, everybody hates us, everybody thinks we suck, we're going to show everybody in front of our fans. In fact, I just kind of talked myself into it. There's no real logical reason for me to take the Raiders over the Colts, but I'm going to. I'm going to say Raiders 35, Colts 31. Well, I guess if you got an F for yours, I got an F for mine. I talked myself into it on the air. Damn it. Should have known.
Okay. I'm with you on the reasoning. Nobody believes in us. Everybody thinks we suck. The problem is their coach also thinks that, and the players know it. I've got the Colts going in there. They're playing really well right now. I have them beating the Raiders 38-20.
Well, you have to get an A for that.
We're not 38-20. It was 42-28.
Yeah.
I'll take an A.
Yeah,
I'll take an A minus.
Well, what's the minus for?
I said the Raiders scored 20 and they scored 28.
All right, A minus it is. All right, and then the wild card games. Go ahead.
Okay, all right. See.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
Unbelievable.
Did you close the thing out? And then finally, the pick'em game, Saints-Vikings. That is your Sunday night game. Saints 5-1, Vikings 4-2. This is in Minnesota. I think the Vikings take this one. I think it'll be a good game, but I do think the Vikings win this one. They just have a better defense. I'm going to go 35-28 Vikings.
I'm picking Chiefs-Broncos. I think the Chiefs are going to get a little revenge for almost losing to the Broncos in Denver. The Chiefs go in and at home beat the Broncos 31-10 behind 4 Pat Mahomes touchdowns.
I think that's a solid like B minus.
Give me a B plus. Pat Mahomes had 4 touchdowns.
Oh, did he? I didn't hear that part. I'm sorry. Oh, you nailed the touchdowns?
Yeah.
Oh, look at you. So you nailed the touchdowns. You nailed the win. The only reason I was giving you the B minus was just because
it was not a blowout.
It was not a blowout, and the Broncos had 23 instead of 10. But no, I'm happy with the B plus on that.
Yeah, I'll take
done.
that. I'll take that for sure.
All right, no dumbass each and every Friday where we will predict things and show you how stupid or maybe how smart we are.
We might have an early edition though because we got Raiders-Niners.
Oh, that's
Thursday,
right. Yeah. All right, Kings Magic tonight. Our thanks to Eunice back there trying to make us look fantastic. It's not her fault. That's the show motto. Kyle Madson, Matt Barrows, Coach Dave Joerger, and Grant Napier. I'm Carmichael Dave. We'll see you tomorrow at 6 a.m. Jim Rome is next right here on Sports 1140 KHTK. Bye-bye now.